That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a battle out of the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Leading the Steelers in this one, longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys just about set to go in this one. Opposing them, and is Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, starting our second year here in the Madden booth. And we're off in East Rutherford. Xavier Gipson now to return. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
And with that, Kate, I got a smile on my face because their new season's underway on a heck of a note. That's exactly what their goal was. Don't force your offense to set the tone. Set it yourself. You want to be the one who gave them the first spark and go screaming into this regular season.
So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie, but he could be playing the part of the league MVP, or maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, and how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Don't jump. Ready?
Give on second to Hall. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Jukes one defender. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal. Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They bring Wilson in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's 2nd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Play action with Rodgers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Rodgers throwing on third down. And once again, they can't connect.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They bring Wilson in motion right.
331, 331.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Still working past the 40. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Get high. Get high.
Fields looking to throw. Trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our
Neutral
officials.
zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Following the penalty, 5 yards to go here on second. They'll run here following the penalty. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get high.
On the counter, Hall. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Running back sent in motion left.
Here we go.
Fields on third. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They've got first down from the 31. Rodgers will look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We'll get a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. Running it after the penalty. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Jets offense now set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Green Knights.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 41. They'll set up a screen here for Hall. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Looking, and the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, partner, that was a coverage sack in just about every way imaginable. Offense spreads it out. Get everybody out into the routes, but the defense, they just would not relent. Even as he bailed from the pocket, trying to create lanes, they wouldn't give him any and get the huge sack, too.
So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 34. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Jets with an early lead. More from MetLife coming right up. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields it cleanly. Jukes out a one-stop. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They start to drive with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Connects with his back. Hall. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
36-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. There he goes, right sideline. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers parlay the turnover into a lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 7, Jets 3.
on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, son.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 41.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Hall running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
319, guys, what?
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Dump off caught by his back. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long. Jack Browning on to punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Brings it in at the 12. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Play action now. It's Fields. Complete out to the right. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A give left side for Hall. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's good for a Jets.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A tight end in motion now. On first down, here comes Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's brought down
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They kick the running back in motion. They've got a man in motion. They're going to throw it on third and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and long. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. This from 35 yards away. Seibert's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, it's Jalen Warren. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, give to Gainwell. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Rodgers throwing again here on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Steeler first down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Steelers looking for a bigger lead before the break. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Will McDonald there on the tackle. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on it. Second and 6 coming up here. First throw for the backup now. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll throw it again. He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Look into the air here. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jets headed out on offense late in this 1st half. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. Fields on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, son. 19.
Here's Fields to throw. Finding Reynolds. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first.
3rd and 3.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fields now on 3rd. He's running for it. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now they send their back in motion right. 2nd down and 10. Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Fields on 3rd. This is Corley working the left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. He's fielded at the 14. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Steelers getting to take the field 1 more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work quickly now.
Loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's the rookie first-round draft pick, Omarion Hampton. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Cowboys come out on top, and Brian Schottenheimer has his first W as the head coach of Big D. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year quarterback, Bryce Young. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. Both teams a little slow to get the offenses in gear. It's week 1. We're all tied at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Warren with the return here. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up second down.
Brings up second down.
Warren once more. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession.
By the offense.
Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still third down.
Now following the penalty, they still need 7 here on third down. Rodgers here from the gun. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Roswell able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 331, 331.
Fields out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
That's good for a
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Play action, Fields. Finds a man right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
He was brought down by
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Fields sneaking it. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap, and make the marker. For the other 10, drive mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Oh, he got free. Well, you can't avoid that one, and they take it down. And the big play drives the backwards, second down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. High school game. Because when you break away from a stack of those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy, just because you get out one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Makes the back inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set.
Throw that pass a little bit sooner. I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Here's Hall on the give. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Gain a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Don't jump, ready?
Fields throwing here. Set up the screen here for Hall. Touchdown, New York! The Jets start the second half with some needed points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets manage to tie this game. It's 13-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Warren with the return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers offense headed out. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Dumps it off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Steelers set to punt it. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Hall takes it straight ahead. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 19-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go.
Back to Hall. Finding room at the 30. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Jets.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
We'll give on second to Hall. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And that stop made by T.J. Watt. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Here he is on third and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
That's good for a Jets.
We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. It's a 13-13 ball game as we get ready for the fourth quarter. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Here we go. Right.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jets take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Gainwell. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. This is Warren headed right. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Rodgers throwing on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's the Steelers' first down. Now we give to Warren, coming right. Juke the defender. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. All right, here we go. Second down. To throw is Rodgers. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air, third and long. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the fourth. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go, son.
They start the drive with Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. On the carry, it's Allen. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
Here we go. 3-19.
Fields on third. It's caught by Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, Allen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Motioning him from the slot right.
42.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him.
Here we go, son.
First down, and they go right back to him. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him or he will take over this game.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's good.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Jump off caught by his back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. And he knocked him back across the line.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So big kick coming up for Austin Seibert from the right hash. This is going to be a 51-yarder. Got all of it, and this is good. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Warren with the return here. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he will get this inside the 30.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 47 yards. First down, Steelers.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
From left side finds Freiermuth. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Johnson. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Steelers trail by a field goal. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Johnson up the middle. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Johnson. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Try Johnson again. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Now to throw. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here he is to throw. Oh, he's going for it again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Don't jump. Ready?
Setting up to pass. Pressure's there, and the steal closes on him. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year, but what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from New York.